Let's meet your home team.
Now here's Vincent. Now the starting group for the visitors. Six to shoot. The deep three. And he can't get that one. Here's Kennedy. Pass to Withy. Here's Armstrong. There's the three. Here's LeBerry. Here's Kennedy. Boom! He jams it straight down.
And B.A., he takes his rebounding so seriously.
This dude is such a grinder. His teammates appreciate the effort. Just goes all out on the glass.
Well, he gets paid to be a factor on the glass. That's a nice dunk to finish it off.
Here's Freeman. First quarter and about a minute and a half in. Tries it from 19. It's hauled in by Withy. Gone 1 for 3 so far. To the wing, right side. Here's Armstrong. That's no good. Couldn't get his first one to go.
Yeah, you expect him to make those. Good luck. Just couldn't find the mark.
Pass to Vincent. It home with one hand.
All he needed was a little separation. So effective.
Boy, cleared the path, put him in position for a prime-time dunk.
Well, give credit to the screener there. That's how you help free up your teammates.
Here's Withy from 10 feet away and misses it off the right side of the rim.
1 for 5 out there, but no worries. Just keep attacking.
They now take the lead.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Pass to Armstrong. Here's Kennedy. Here's Armstrong. Here's LeBerry. Lays it up and banks it in.
Hey, those second chance points are found money. Tremendous effort there.
First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in. Pass to Labissiere. Out to the wing. Here's Freeman. Fires from deep. And it's Kennedy with a rebound. Gone 2 for 7. A sluggish start. Here's Armstrong. No points yet. Here's the three. And he misses again. Now 0 for 3. Here's Labissiere. Vincent outside. And it's going to be a goaltending call here, so they will count the bucket.
He almost blocked that shot in time, just a nanosecond late.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. Here's Armstrong. They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
Here's Withy. Comes up empty down low.
Despite the miss, those are the kind of looks coaches hope to create.
Inside. Great start so far. 3 of 3 in this one.
Well, the defense can't lose track of him. He's just too talented offensively.
Shooting just 22% in the early stages of this one. Buries it down low.
Terrific ball movement leading to the basket. You love to see it.
And there's the lob. Cuts off the pass. Here we go, one-on-one. Oh, and he brings it down with a two-handed jam.
And you can tell they're in sync right now, expertly turning the steal into fast break points.
Back to Vincent. There's the triple. And the three-pointer goes.
Assisted buckets. Every team wants them. They show you're running effective team offense.
Pass to Withy. 1:43 left in the opening quarter. Buries it from 3. Withy's got 5 now.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
On target from about 13 feet.
Good heads-up basketball. Sees an opening and capitalizes.
1:03 left to play in the first. Takes the 3. Sinks it from distance. Give him 8.
Well, you love assisted hoops. That's good offense.
Vincent outside. .35 seconds left in the first quarter. Right wing. 4-3. And can't get it to go. Now 1 of 2.
That's how you want to see them crash the glass. They've been out-hustled so far.
Here's Kennedy. Pass to Withy. For 3. Good! Without a second to spare.
Oh, you got to have some real nerve to hit that shot.
What poise, what focus. That's an impressive shot.
1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one. Up 2, and we'll get things started in the second quarter when we return. And time for us to get back into it here in Game 1. And from what we've seen here from the home team, what's your take so far?
Well, they've really been racking up three-pointers in bunches. They've been so impressive to watch.
And with each made 3, their confidence continues to build. Their opposition might want to change their approach to try to slow them down.
Smith out there with Williams. And it's Bell in at the 2 spot. Here's Freeman. It's stolen away. Here's Bell. Pass to Smith. Williams on the wing. Releases. Rebounded by Freeman. Here's Labissiere. And we played through the first minute here in the second. And he's going for the oop here. Over to to the left wing. Here's Freeman. There's the screen. The shot comes out. Some solid defense from Williams. Shooting 44%, a pretty decent clip. Second quarter of action, about a minute and a half played. Gets the three to fall.
12 straight points off threes. This defense is not extending very well.
And the bucket counts, and he is on his way to the line. He'll try to make it a three-point play.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Gone just 1 of 3 to begin the second quarter. To the wing, right side. Pass to Bell. Fires for 3. On target from range. Bell's got his first 3 points of the game.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Baxter. And he banks in the layup.
And you like the balance here. Not just falling in love with the 3 ball.
Gone 2 of 4 here in the second quarter. Now here's Smith. Pass to Williams. Here's Bell. From outside, off the mark.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Here's Freeman. And about 3 minutes played now in the second quarter. Got a hand on it. Here's LeBerry. Pass to Bell. Now Smith. Here's Bell. From the arc. Oh, he missed that one. 1 for 3 in this one so far. And here in the second quarter of action, as we approach 4 minutes played. Here's Freeman. Out left to the wing. And there's a pick. Down to 5 on the shot clock. That misses. And a chance to tie it. Shooting at 45% of the game so far. Pass to Smith. Outside, Williams. To the paint to stop the drought. And that's off the glass and in. LeBerry's got his second basket.
Hey, I like the unselfishness. If someone has a better opportunity, make the next pass.
And timeout called by Doug Christie. Coach probably just checking to make sure everybody's on the same page here. Gotten 2 of 5 shots to fall this second quarter. Vincent outside. There's a screen.
Number 4, Savion.
gone 3 for 7 here in the second quarter. Here's Armstrong. He's covered by Vincent.
Nice one-handed jam. Simple and effective, B.A.
Hey, with the lead, I'm surprised he didn't come up with something a little more creative. To the left side wing. Pass to Labissiere. Clock at 6. To the inside. Vincent outside. From behind the arc. That one misses. He's 1 for 3.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
There's no air space there whatsoever. That's as close as you can get without fouling.
And they're building up steam, getting out in front and trying not to look back.
Well, look, we've seen that no lead is safe these days. You got to keep scoring and extending that margin.
And he says right back at you with a big dunk of his own.
Come on now, what a talent. Slips through the lane and just flushes it home.
Oh, the D feeling some shame right there. That was big league. Here's Withy. And count that. 2 points and a chance for one more at the line.
And another great assist. The offense is really clicking now.
And he's got his first opportunity at the line here tonight.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
.144 left to play in the half. Vincent outside. They set a pick. Down low. And it's going to be a 3-second call.
When you're trying to cut into a lead, you can't afford that kind of mistake.
Yeah, that's just a lack of focus. Plays like that can really frustrate a coaching staff.
Here's Armstrong. No made baskets yet. Pass to Withy. Here's Armstrong. Just 5 to shoot. His first shot attempt. Got it.
The assist numbers certainly stand out. They've really emphasized ball movement here today.
Gone 3 for 7 here in the second quarter. No good on the triple. Gone 7 for 11 in the second quarter. The shot, no good. Vincent with the defensive effort. That'll do it for the first half. They lead by 12. And Allie LaForce has something for us on the sidelines. Hey, Allie.
I'm here with Coach J.J. Redick. What do your guys need to do to pull off this win?
Just continue to emphasize being organized, both offensively.
Appreciate it, Allie. And we'll be coming right back after this break. Ready for the third quarter.
And
they're getting good looks from range. That's been the key.
But they also hit a bunch of contested threes, playing with great confidence. You could see the lead snowballing in the second half.
I'm curious. You guys both played an... And that's a wrap on halftime. Thanks for watching.
And thanks for sticking with us as this round one game continues. Here's Armstrong. Still without a bucket. And it's Withy in at the shooting guard position. That's the group for J.J. Redick getting going here in the second half. Here's Vincent. And some very quick points for him on that possession.
Oh, excellent work in transition. Pushing the ball up the floor like that helps you find easier shots.
Pass to Withy. The three is up. That one's good. 7 for 10 now.
He's been so aggressive on offense. And with the results, you understand why.
Well, yeah, and the defense is going to have to respond to that and chase him off the arc.
To the left wing. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. Second half rolling along, about a minute played here. Here's Armstrong. A good-looking shot from the wing.
And this is what you want to do when you've got a big lead. Must stay aggressive.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless, building this lead in every way possible.
Here's Freeman. Pass to Labissiere. Can't hit from in close.
And they're +5 on the boards after that rebound.
Here's Armstrong. He's covered by Vincent. Here's Withy. Three-pointer. Sends it home from three-point land. Withy's got 6 here in the quarter.
Well, he's a reason why they're winning right now. He's been efficient offensively, and his confidence continues to grow.
And timeout called by Doug Christie. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. Shooting at a 48% clip from the floor. Pass to Freeman to win the run. No luck on that one.
Yeah, no, he usually makes you pay from that range.
Here's Armstrong. He's covered by Vincent. Here's LeBerry. Here's Armstrong. And there's the screen to the middle. Nice pass. Nice catch. And a resounding dunk.
And they're refusing to take a break, even with a nice lead. They just continue to attack. You have to love it.
Yeah, to put together this kind of performance at both ends of the floor on the road, it's impressive.
Vincent left side. Pulls it from 20. The rebound by LeBerry. LeBerry's got 7 rebounds in the game. Pass to Armstrong. Here's Withy. Right around 3 minutes into this second half. Here's Kennedy. Shot clock at 6. Armstrong. The top of the key jumper is on the mark. Armstrong's got his second basket of the game.
And right now, that's 5 buckets in a row. Looking like a well-oiled machine coming out of the break.
And timeout called by Doug Christie. He might have seen something and needs to review with his guys. Both teams deciding to change it up. A little under 3.5 minutes off the clock now in the third quarter. Pass to Freeman.
First team foul.
In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. No good, and they can't put it into the drought.
They've come out a little cold after that halftime break. Just 1 of 5 from the field to start the third quarter.
Pass to Withy. Takes a 3. That one goes. And that's his 9th made shot in 12 attempts.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
Over to the wing. Williams defending. And count it. Now 5 for 7.
Well, look, he's doing what he can to try to keep them afloat offensively, continuing to stay aggressive.
Pass to Withy. And here is Williams. Here's Armstrong. Back to Williams. Here's Withy. Lets it go from deep. Connects again from distance.
And he's letting it fly from long range to devastate.
Effect, and has now tied the franchise record for triples in a playoff game. Pass to Freeman. Snatched away. 3-on-3. Here's Withy. He got a piece of it, and that goes out of bounds. And they'll keep possession.
Substitution.
Pass to Armstrong. Left side, Williams.
Away team foul. Tarzinski. First personal foul.
He's got his first free throws of the night right here.
At the line for two.
The first free throw is good. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. Got just 2 of 6 in the second half. And timeout called by Doug Christie.
It's simple. Turnovers mean you lose shot opportunities, and your opponent can get easy hoops.
Played it in with a nice touch off the window. 5 points in the game.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. That's why they continue to get attacked.
Pass to Armstrong. Williams on the wing. Launches a 3. He's off on that one. Gone 3 of 7 here in this third quarter. .121 left in the third. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Well, he's a bit of an undersized center. However, his leaping ability can certainly mask that.
Pass to Armstrong. Williams on the wing. Inside. Smith inside. And there's a 3-second violation.
Yeah, a communication breakdown. 2 guys thinking in opposite directions. The pass winds up in the stands.
Gone 4 of 8 in the third. .34 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. To the inside, Baxter. And a two-handed jam!
Well, he led him with the pass there, almost like a quarterback timing a route. That was impressive.
Williams looking around. He's off on the layup. At the end of the third quarter, a huge lead. This one may have already been decided. Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining 2K Sports and our coverage of this first round. Out to the wing. Pass to Freeman. the left side wing. 4 on the clock. Beyond the arc. And it's Kennedy with a rebound. Kennedy's got his 4th rebound in this one.
I'll tell you what, they've rebounded the ball tremendously well.
Here's Withy. Off target from 3-point range. Shooting the ball at 48% so far. On the wing, Vincent. A little over a minute of the 4th quarter gone now. Out to the right wing. Here's Freeman. And he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call.
When you're trying to cut into a lead, you can't afford that kind of mistake.
Yeah, that's just a lack of focus. Plays like that can really frustrate a coaching staff.
About a minute and a half into the 4th now. Pass to LeBerry. Here's Withy. From downtown, and again for 3.
And talk about stepping up. He's having a playoff game these fans have never seen.
And that last triple means he's got the most threes in a single playoff game in franchise history. Pass to Labissiere to the right side. Now Vincent. Ooh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now.
Almost converts despite the contact.
Shooting 2.
And he knocks down the first one. So both teams changing it up here. That one falls, so he hits both of them. They've got a commanding lead.
It just seems like everything is going their way.
Pass to Withy. Beyond the arc. He buries it from 3. Withy's got 18 points in just the second half.
They've had a hard time shutting down the 3-point shot.
A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the 4th. And there's the rejection.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
To the wing on the left. And he lobs it up to the rim. It's good. And he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A 3-point play opportunity.
Shooting 1.
And the free throw, no good. Shooting a solid 47%. Out to the right wing. A look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone by in the 4th. Fires the 3. That one's off. His 3rd miss out of 8 tries. Gone 3 of 4 in the 4th and looking confident on offense. That one drops for him. Withy's got 36 points.
Deep into the game, you rely on players like him to keep delivering.
Gone 0 for 3 in this 4th. Not good. Pass to Freeman. Looking to win the run. That one no good.
And right now they're +8 in the rebounding category. That's helping them run away with this.
Here's Withy from the arc. Good! Another from three.
The three's coming fast and furious. He is scorching the nets.
Yes, and now tied for the third most three-point field goals in a single game in playoff history.
Yeah, 10 triples equals Dame Lillard's buzzer-beating performance in 2019 when he waved goodbye to the Thunder.
Using his post moves to get the 2 points.
I mean, he's doing all he can. He needs help out there.
Pass to LeBerry. For three. Hey, in 6 attempts, he's made 5. Talk about efficiency.
This defense just can't stay connected to shooters.
Launches it. Ooh, he's found his rhythm. 7 for 10 and counting.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Pass to Withy from deep. And again for 3.
He's putting on a shooting exhibition that has left this entire arena in awe.
And you know, he finds himself tied for second place all time in three-point makes for a playoff game.
Yeah, equaling Game 6 Clay, who buried OKC back in 2016 with 11 triples.
1:27 left in the final quarter. And he gets it to go from the high post.
Well, when you move the ball, you open up the defense. Great job to make the unselfish play.
To the paint. Here's LeBerry. And he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
Here in the second half, they've just found better shots.
Yeah, they've looked really in sync after the break. Getting the shots they want and converting them.
Pass to Freeman. From outside the arc, knocks it down from distance. 21 points in the game.
The name of the game isn't scoring, it's scoring efficiency.
51 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Here's Withy. Here's Bell. The 3 is up. No good that time. To the wing, right side. From behind the arc. He can't get that one to fall. That win, they'll be moving on to round 2. And they start out the postseason with a bang, a big-time victory.
The attitude they came out with was aggressive. They wanted to set the tone from the jump, and they did just that.
All right, let's send it down to Allie LaForce, who's with our player of the game.
Thanks so much. I'm here with Luka, and Luka, you got a tough win tonight. What are your initial thoughts on the performance?
You know, we got to win against a team that is very competitive. You know, they go hard. No matter what, you know, they're a great team. And, you know, I'm just glad we got to win. We got to keep going like that.
Victory tastes a little sweeter against an opponent like that. Thanks, Luka.
All right, Allie, thanks. Great stuff there. Well, that'll do it for now. Glad you could join us for the first round of the Western Conference playoffs. With Grant Hill, Stan Van Gundy, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson saying thanks for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. And time now to present our player of the game.